There is another type of standard dimension, which is time. We usually take a time dimension in an outline if the account data varies with time. When we take time dimension, some built-in functionality, called dynamic time series, that is present in Essbase, can be used. In some database it is required to report PTD values of account members. And in report they want to view data on QTD, YTD values, instead of viewing data in quarter 1, quarter 2. For example, see the table. Net sales member has values for Jan, February, March, April, so YTD of net sales is sum of value from Jan to April, that is 750. With time dimension in our outline we will have dynamic time series enabled in the outline. For example, if we want to calculate QTD, we enable dynamic time series in time dimension and associate it with a generation of the time dimension. We first enable time dimension as dynamic time series and then assign generation to it. Suppose QTD is assigned to generation 2 on current month is February, then QTD will show the value which is Jan plus February. It rolls up the data from the current month until it reaches the generation 2, which is tagged as QTD. If a database contains monthly data for 5 years or more, then we can do YTD or HTD. When we have time and account dimension in an outline, we have an extra feature called time balance. Time balance properties provide instructions to Essbase about how to calculate data in the account's dimension across time. By default, a parent in the time dimension is calculated based on the consolidation and formulas of its children. Setting a time balance property causes parents to roll up in a different way. TV tag are usually given to balance sheet items in an account dimension, like opening stock, closing stock, average stock. Members of account dimension is tagged as TV, but it works across time dimension. Refer to the table here if we see stock is tagged as time balance none, that is while rolling up time dimension for this account member it will roll up normally. Opening stock which is tagged as TV first, this account will show for quarter 1 the value of January month's data. Closing stock which is tagged as TV last, this account will show for quarter 1 the value of March month's data. Average stock which is tagged as TV average, this account will show for quarter 1 the average of January, February, and March. These are explained in detail in next slide. In the last slide we discussed about time balance and its different TV types. In this slide we will discuss in detail about the types of time balance property. Time balance can be of following types: 1. None. 2nd. TV first. 3rd. TV last. 4th. TV average. None. When a member in account dimension aggregates over time, the parent member of time dimension for the particular account member gets data based on the consolidation sign and formulas of the children of time dimension. When a member of the account dimension represent the value at the beginning of the period, and we want the value to be carried forward to the parent of the time dimension, we tag the account member to be TV first. Example, opening balance. The word opening balance means the balance with which we opened the book. Say we opened the book at Jan, but this opening balance would be same at the end of the year to signify with what we opened the book. So value present at the opening balance account member at a particular period is carried forward to the parent of the time dimension. TV last. When an account member represents the end of the book or business for that particular year, we want the value to be carried forward to the parent member of the time dimension. For example, closing inventory. TV average. When we want the parent member of the time dimension to be the average value of the time period of a member of the account dimension, that is, TV average of a parent member of time dimension is the average of all the members of the time period for a particular account member. Skip option. When TV option is used, we have to select the skip option to tell Essbase how to handle data values when it encounters hash missing or 0. skip option are following types. Skip none. Zeros and missing values are considered while calculating the parent member of the time dimension. This is default. Skip missing. Hash missing values are excluded while calculating the parent member. Skip zeros. Zeros are excluded while calculating the parent member. Skip both. Missing and zeros are excluded while calculating the parent member.